Good afternoon, crafters and watchers and my friends. It is 7 o'clock, July the 3rd, 2025. And my name is Patience, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator right here in Central Arkansas. And I want to be your demonstrator for all things wonderful Stampin' Up! Craft supplies. So tonight I have two projects I want to show you. One I showcased on July 1st. I put it on my blog and I did a fast reel, but tonight I'm going to show you how to make this treat box. And then I have a Independence Day, holiday, 4th of July card that is really cool and fun to make. And I'm ready to show you how to make those things. But first, let me tell you that we have I have 31 days of holidays. I started July 1st, and I'm going all the way through July 31st. Now, some of them will be in videos, and some of them will be blog posts and post on my Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and YouTube. I will have my live video on over on YouTube tomorrow. I have a craft along planned. I can't even think. I just came in from outside. So I walked Cruz so that hopefully he wouldn't need me to go outside. So anyway, we have a Christmas craft along. There's a registration over on my page, on my business page right here on Facebook. And over on my blog post, I have a blog post about it. And I also send it out in email. If you're not on my email list, there should be a link on this post to join my email list. That way you get the information. The Christmas Craft Along is 6 different projects, but altogether that will be 12 projects because you'll have 2 per project. So 6 different designs, all Christmas. And I will be coming to you live and in a pre-recorded messages. And then I'll have posts all about that too. The registration for that, the deadline is the 11th. So next Friday to sign up for that. If you want the tutorial only, you have all the supplies yourself, or you want to know how I made the cards, I'll have detailed colored PDF tutorial that will be emailed to you on the 20th of July. So I'm excited about this. The craft along actually happens the 26th through the 31st of July. So Christmas craft along goes along with my 31 days of holidays. All the cards and projects that I am doing this month are geared toward back to school, Labor Day, 4th of July. We have Thanksgiving. We have grateful and thankful cards in there. And of course, I will have Christmas. So if you're just joining me, like my page and share me to your Facebook so that I can have more people. I am going to check right quick to see if I am live where I need to be, but I'm going to go ahead and turn you down to my page so that you can look at the project that we're going to do tonight. So let me go ahead and turn you down. And then I am going to check. Let me know if this is not close enough or too close. And I'm going to check to see if I've got you live in my right Facebook page. I have a group, and then I have Facebook Business and a Facebook Personal, and I can't see it right now, but I'll check it. Anyway, okay, here is our little box. I cannot lay my hands on the Halloween box that I made, but I made and posted a Halloween treat box on July 1st, and you can go back and look at that on my Facebook page or on my blog post at notesfrompatience.com. This is an easy box to make, and I'm going to be honest with you. The one that I made for July 1st post is different than this one. I like this one better. To me, it was just easier. But let me get my stuff out. And let me make sure. Here we are. Here we are, live on my page. Ooh, I look a fright. Okay. Hey, Karen. Hey, Melissa. Okay. So, the card I'm going to show you, we did at Creativity Now. And Creativity Now is for demonstrators only. But I'm going to tell you, I tweaked the box a little bit because I like this one better. It looks smoother. It doesn't look like it's falling apart for me. But let's go ahead and get our paper out and score this box. And so what I have in front of me here, let me bring you up a little bit, is a 4x12 piece of two-tone cardstock. Two-tone cardstock. My Halloween box, I use just regular Designer Series paper. Two-tone cardstock is not as thick as our regular cardstock, but it is thicker than our I can't even think. I'm getting messages on my private message. Hey, Gail. And so I can't think and read at the same time. Anyway, this is thicker than our Designer Series paper and thinner than our cardstock. So again, 4x12. And I'm going to put it in my trimmer and I'm going to score it, not cut it. And you just have to find the feel where you're scoring and you're not cutting through. Because I've done that before. I've scored so hard that I've cut my paper. So I am scoring on each long side at 1 inch. Then I'm going to turn it on the long side and score it at 3 and at 4. And then I'm going to turn it around and score it at 3 and 4 again. Oops, I'm shaking the table. Or it could be me shaky. As many times as I do that, I'm still nervous. Okay, so we're done with our trimmer. And you're going to fold on all your score lines. Oops, that's not a score line. Here we go. And then we're going to cut. And we're not mitering corners or anything fancy like that. But you're going to cut on these score lines. Let's see. Can you see me? Okay. Let's make sure I'm in the camera. So I'm just cutting up to the 1 inch score line. I cut that one kind of crooked. So, well, we will have a little bit of miter right there. Okay. Ooh, I'm hot. Standing at this window. This window gives me the best light. But I did have my heat and air guys come over and tell me that my vent cover was on wrong. So they fixed it, and I can certainly feel the airflow now. Okay, so here is the score lines. This is what they look like. And we're going to put these two sides down, okay? Now, I'm getting better with my glue. But I'm just putting a small dot, not a whole lot. Just a small dot on all 4 of these flaps. Then we're going to hold this together. And the multi-purpose glue really sets up good, but it also allows you for a little movement. Because you don't want it to be sticking out and looking all goofy. Okay. So I'm doing this one, and I'm just holding it a little bit. Just that way it will set up and dry. Okay. So, the box that I had posted, this side was shorter because we cut our paper 4x11. So I thought, why not go ahead and keep that? And then also, why not tuck it in? I thought tucking it in would make it look, to me, just a cleaner box. And whatever you put in there doesn't need to have a big presentation, because they're going to open it up and see that you've got candy or a gift card, you know, something like that in there. So, you can still leave these on the outside if you want to and hold it with your ribbon. But I liked it much better, to me, you know, just putting these on the inside so that, like I said, it just looks like a cleaner box. Okay, our sample has this beautiful iridescent mossy meadow. Well, I have a class on Sunday, and I mismeasured what I needed for my class. So we're going to use this beautiful gold trimmed ribbon, and it's in stock, it's available. And I have ordered some more of the mossy meadow because I can see Christmas packages and stuff with that. Okay, so isn't that just pretty all by itself? But we are going to stamp, and I've already got everything cut, and I'm looking for everything. Making sure it didn't fall on the floor where Cruz can get it. Okay, here is my tiny spot that I'm stamping on. So if I get it crooked, I only have one more chance. And I will have measurements of this later on my comments of my YouTube. Okay, so that is it. That's all the stamping we're doing. We're going to turn this over. And again, use a little bit of glue. And we're going to center this in the old olive cardstock that I have already cut. And then I have a beautiful circle here. I like this side better. And then I also have a square of eyelet. And this is, looks like 2.5 by 2. So what I'm going to do is put a hole punch in this with our little trio hole punches. I'm going to put that up in the corner. And then I am going to use this die cut from our dies in the, this is, oh yeah, all these products are from the Painterly Pears Sweet Collection. And then I got this whole suite 50% off. So I was very excited about that. Okay, I'm going to put some glue here. And I'm going to put this die. It's just an abstract looking die right there. Oops. It'll snap on here in a moment when I put this circle in front of it. And let's see, the pears are sitting up like this. And then I'm going to put my thank you on here. Just going to put glue on this side. And put thank you. And then I have some Essentials Baker's Twine from our Essentials pack. And this is just an off-white color. I would say very vanilla. And it gives a little bit more color to the white. Because you've got Lemon Lolly, you've got Darling Duckling in the paper itself. So now I'm going to put this under here and tie a bow. And then you have your tag for your cute little treat box. Let me just get my fat fingers in here and tie a bow. And I don't know if you hear Cruz, but he is under the table. And I have made sure that all my ribbon is not in reach for him. Okay, so here's the two different boxes. I like the clean lines better because everything is tucked inside. You've got your two-tone cardstock, and it makes everything stronger, more substantial there. So there's your boxes. I will have measurements for everything in the description once this is posted on YouTube. So next card, I am so excited about my card. It's actually going to be on my blog tomorrow. And we are going to be doing some heat embossing. So it'll get a little loud. But here is my card. I just love it, love it, love it. It is, I saw one similar to this. And I tweaked it to make it for me. Now, this is for anyone who has a holiday birthday, like Gail has a birthday today. No, wait. Today is Jackie's birthday. Tomorrow is Gail's birthday. She is a 4th of July baby. And Gail is on my team. She's one of my teammates. But anyway, this is, the star is from the stamp set With You in Mind. And I did this as Stamper of the Month. And then the sentiments, Happy Birthday, Let's Celebrate, is from Simply Said. So these two paired together really worked wonders. So let me show you what I've done. I've got everything ready here. I have my Versamark. I've got my blueberry bushel, my 3x4 blueberry bushel. And I've just put my embossing powder on there. No, my embossing putty on there. And then I'm just going to haphazardly put stars on here. They don't have to be in any pattern or anything. I am going to put quite a bit on here. Okay, Cruz is on my foot now. There you go. You can hear him rattling his little scratchy toy. I did have him sitting up in the chair behind me, but he didn't stay there too long. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do. Let me put this back on here. And now I have my white embossing powder. I have a very large old tray. And it's just for fast powder dumping here. And I will clean it up later. Some of this will be cut away, so I'm really not worried about if it's on there straight, crooked, you know. Okay, I'm going to heat this up so you can hit mute if you need to. I don't think I can hit mute. I don't know how. Oh, got that little piece right there. Let me get powder back on that one. There we go. Whoops. Okay. All right, here it goes. See, I don't know where my tweezers are. But those would be ideal to have at this moment, wouldn't they? Now, you know this is dry once everything starts turning colors. Turning bright white. Woo! And I just messed it up when it blew off, but that's all right. There we go. It's starting to turn white now. It's starting to get real hot up in here. I'm going to cut that off. Maybe. And then when you think you have it all, go back over it. Because there will be spots that you missed. All right. get that turned off. All right, I'm going to get my trimmer over here, and I'm going to trim off the boo-boo as much as I can. And we're going to use this piece right here. Okay, so how did I get my card like this? Well, let me show you. Oops, Cruz, I just stepped on you. Stampin' Up! Has a new product that is our party banners. Party banner dies, and this is how big they are. They are large and in charge. And these are holes that you put up in the corner if you're going to string and make a big banner. And then these are like grommets that you put over the holes just to have an overall uniform look. So I think these are going to be a hit. So I picked out one that was just about the size of my cardstock. So I'm going to put this in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm going to make sure that the upper fold, which is just 4 1/4 by 11 1/2, 8.5 by 11. And when I die cut it, I'm going to make sure that this top cut is not on this, because I don't need 2 pieces of paper. I need a card that's together. So let me grab my embossing machine and get my sandwich over here. Now the table is going to be a little shaky. I'm really sorry. I'll bring it up a little bit. All right. Let me grab my Post-it note tape. If you don't have Post-it note tape, you need it. It is an essential. Okay, so let me get over my shakiness. Make sure that's like that. And then you want your clean side to face down so that when you emboss this or cut this out, die cut this out, you're not getting all the trash from your plate onto your card. That does happen. And I try not to let it happen. I'm trying to go slow so that I'm not shaking the table so much. Okay, let me get back down here. Whoops, excuse me, Cruz. Okay. Whew, now I'm back in business. Take my Post-it note tape. Since we sent that through the die machine, it really makes it stick. So there you go. And we have a beautiful clean cut. How about that? So now I'm going to take my stars and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. Oh, wait, I'm not going to put adhesive on the back yet. Take a pencil. Let me get back down here. You're going to want to take a pencil. You're going to want to mark kind of where your line is going to be that you want to put your red strips up to. And, oh, there we go. And this will be covered up. Okay, first of all, you need red strips. And these strips are 3/4 of an inch wide. And I start with the middle. And then work my way outside. I'm going to cut that off because I'm going to use this other side. There we go. There we go. And this is going to go, just trying to measure, you know, space them out. And then cut off the excess. Now let me grab one more strip. I know I have it over here. And we're going to put it down. There we go. Now let's really pay attention and fussy cut. Now, I could have put all this on here and then die cut it all, but I didn't really want to deal with all that thickness and then my die cut move, and then I've messed them all up. So I'm going to put this up at the top and then cut the excess off the back. Guess I got it a little crooked. That's okay. Nothing is perfect. It is just handmade. Okay. So here we go. Here's our cute card. Now, I have some stamping to do, and I'm just taking a scrap white. And I'm going to stamp Let's Celebrate. And what I'm going to do, I'm eyeballing this, and I'm putting it down close to the bottom of one edge because we're going to fussy cut that out. I just find it easier for me to do that. But you can put your trimmer in there if you're not steady and you want your trimmer in there. Okay, so we have Happy Birthday and Let's Celebrate, and that's from the Simply Said stamp set. Now, there we go, let's cut. Okay, I am eyeballing this, so it's gonna work out for me. There we go. And then let's do the Let's Celebrate the same way. Okay, so one of these is on blue paper and one is on red. So it doesn't matter what's on what, but here's a scrap of my blueberry bushel. I thought the blueberry bushel just looked brighter. I don't know, it just popped at me over a Night of Navy. Night of Navy is my natural choice for this, but blueberry bushel just spoke to me. Okay, so then I'm just going to cut this so that we have a little bit of an outline, about 1/4 of an inch. Then I'm going to get my red. I've already got a bunch of red strips cut. Same thing here. Let me get my glue. And do the same thing onto the red. My son and my daughter-in-law got their wedding proofs today, so there have been wedding pictures flying all across the internet, or across our messages back and forth. That's a little crooked, so let's fix that. That is, there we go. I used the regular glue, so liquid glue, it worked out for me. All right, let's get all this trash out of the way. Cruz is steadily chewing on a chew toy tonight, not one of my things. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the back of these, just a thin line. And then we will get our ribbon. And I think I put the ribbon up today, so I'll have to go back and get it. So let's put this Happy Birthday, like right there. And then Let's Celebrate. Now, you can duplicate this card and put these sentiments wherever you want. Oops, I moved it. There we go. I want to get that up there. Oh my goodness, I can't do it. There we go. Okay, I think I put the ribbon up. Let me grab it. I did. The white ribbon that I'm using is from the Misty Moonlight and White combo pack. That is only $5. It is a steal. In this ribbon, you can color it any color. It is a nice, very pliable ribbon. Okay. And let me put this through here. And then we're going to tie a bow. And I'm going to get my tweezers, my helper tweezers, to help me if I see them. Well, I don't see them. I had them earlier. You know how it is when you're crafting, though. Woohoo! All right. Tie a bow. Now, if I were going to put this in the mail, which is too late for the mail, but I'm going to pull it down a little bit so that it'll mail. And then we need our beautiful rhinestones. And I know I have those. Our rhinestone basic jewels have been in the annual catalog for years. These are essential because you can color them any color you want. And they're just essential. That's why they call them essentials. Okay. And there you have it. We have our Happy Birthday America cards and our treat boxes. Now this card will be on my blog tomorrow, and I will have the measurements out there for you. And there's also going to be information on how to join my Christmas craft-along. Here you are. Woohoo! Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let's see, what time is it? 7:32. So when I get on here crafting, I don't do a lot of fluff. I tell you what I've got going on, and you can always read what I've got going on my Facebook page right here, or on my emails. Sign up for my emails, and you can find me on YouTube and Instagram. Anywhere on the social platform, I'm there. I'm even on Blue Sky Social, which is a new social. I don't know how long it's been out there, but there's a few crafters out there, and I like it because it's not as busy. But I post my stuff out there. So anyway, thank you so much. My name is Patience, and I want to be your demonstrator. And if I'm not, why not? Why aren't I your demonstrator? Come back and visit me again. Oh, I will not be here next Thursday, so I will come live Tuesday night. So Tuesday the 8th, July the 8th, right here, 7 o'clock. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.